Welcome into the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen, for another night of DeMatha Stags basketball here on DM Stags TV. I'm Cory Puffett, joined as always by Neal Murphy. How are we doing, Coach?
We're doing great. We figured we'd sneak one basketball game in before we get shut down for like a month because of snow coming in. Hope you've been to the store, got your bread, your milk, and the toilet paper.
Yep. Game scheduled for Sunday against Paul VI. Looking very likely that is going to be postponed. So we'll figure that out when and if we get to that point. But right now, our focus is Bishop Ireton. Ireton coming in with an 11-6 record against the 15-5 Stags. Big matchup here tonight, Coach.
Well, Ireton's been playing well. They're 1-4 in the league, but they lost to Gonzaga by a handful. They lost to St. John's by 3, Bishop O'Connell by 8. They've been right there. They beat St. Mary's Riken. They got beat by Paul VI. So that, Paul VI is undefeated. St. Mary's Riken is really struggling. Everybody else is going to end up beating each other.
So we're going to throw it down courtside to our PA announcer, and we'll be back with you momentarily.
Please rise if able to remove all headgear for the prayer to be delivered by Father Damien.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this athletic event, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Bless all who have gathered for this game, students, parents, and visitors. Inspire all to have a true spirit of sportsmanship and a value for others. And all of us, may we have a Christ-like attitude. Let us also remember those men and women in uniform of our nation who daily protect us from terrorism and harm within our own country and who keep safe the victims of international war and violence. We pray that the Lord will guard them in the palm of his hand and return them safely to their families and homes. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. St. John DeMatha. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please remain standing and direct your attention to midcourt. And please welcome a member of the Voices of DeMatha, Julian Mering, to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Once again, Julian Mering with our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Bishop Ireton Cardinals. A 6'2", junior guard, number 1, Elijah Simpkins. A 6'6", junior forward, number 15, Jaden Mills. A 6'4", senior guard, number 3, Jake Parr. A 5'10", senior guard, number 5, Silas Devenish. And a 6'8", senior forward, number 23, Evan Brown. The staff for the Cardinals are Mike Lewis, Randy Little, E.J. Dawson, and Connor Jornison. The head coach of the Bishop Ireton Cardinals is Dwayne Bryant. Ladies and gentlemen, the visiting Bishop Ireton Cardinals. PG County, are you ready for DeMatha basketball? It's time to get on your feet to stand and greet the starting five for the DeMatha Stags. A 6'2" junior guard, number 12, Donovan Wright. A 6'9" junior forward, number 5, Jared Jeffers. A 6'6" junior forward, number 32, Danny Abbas. A 6'4" senior guard, number 4, Jaden Schultz. And a 6'1" senior guard, number 3, Ace Meeks. The staff for the Stags, the assistants are Isaac McNeil, Travis Bergdahl, Kurt Samuels, O.J. Johnson, and Mark Vincent. The managers are Dylan Bird and Krishna Ramson. The head coach of the DeMatha Stags is Mike Jones.
All right, so we are all set to go. We've got our starting lineups for tonight's game. On the Ireton side, Elijah Simpkins, Jake Barr, Silas Devonish, Jaden Mills, and Evan Brown will get the start. And for the Stags, it's the lineup that we have come to expect Coach Jones to roll out there. We got Ace Meeks joined by Jaden Schultz, Jared Jeffers, Donovan Wright, and Danny Abbas.
They get the quick hellos in, saying hi to our fans, Kellen, Ainsley, Brody Jones, and my two angels, Mackenzie and Walker.
And shout outs to my wife, Rashonda, and our daughter, Riley. Sure, Riley is getting ready to go to bed about this time, but hopefully up just long enough to hear her daddy say hello to her as we are ready for tip-off, and the Stags will win the opening tip. Nice job by Jeffers getting it to Abbas, and Ace Meeks is going to start the Stags off here with a pass to Jaden Schultz.
Ireton starts out man-to-man.
Schultz, top of the key, finds Jeffers, looking for Meeks. He's being guarded closely, tried to tip it up. Jeffers almost managed to get that in, but bangs off the backboard and out, and that is rebounded by Evan Brown.
A little volleyball around the rim, but no luck for the Stags.
So this is Silas Devonish for the Cardinals. He's going to give it off to Jake Barr. Barr gives it to Simpkins, who's going to pop the three, and he will start the scoring here tonight. Elijah Simpkins for three.
You may recognize that last name. That is the son of Dwayne Simpkins, former DeMatha great, University of Maryland great, and head coach at American University.
Danny Abbas going to pop the long two, no good. Donovan Wright able to come through the lane to get that rebound. And Abbas with another opportunity, this time beyond the arc, and he responds with a three of his own.
He just needs to get loose a little bit. Good stroke on both balls.
Some challenging footwork there by Evan Brown, catching that one in the corner. Devonish doesn't like what he sees. He's going to pass that off. Try to get it back. Instead, this is Jake Barr who's going to take the three. That one short, just got the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Brown, who gives it to Simpkins, and he's got 5 points.
Stags got a little strung out on the defense there. Didn't crash the boards. Easy one for Ireton.
Right, bounce pass to Abbas. He's working against Jaden Mills, gives it back to Wright. Wright driving in the lane, nobody coming open, tries a fadeaway off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded to Ireton. Ireton driving in, here's Devonish. Little spin move, ball comes free, and Schultz able to gather it. He passes it up to Jeffers, who gives it to Abbas for the jam.
Two big men out on the break, sharing the ball.
Meanwhile, on the other side, it looked like Schultz took a bit of an awkward fall as he went to the floor for that ball.
Great hustle. Gave it up for the team in terms of getting the loose ball. Kind of dove at it. Ended at the feet of the DeMatha bench there. They're helping him up now. Oh, maybe not.
No, we got our trainer down there right now tending to him. So far on the scoreboard, it's the Simpkins and a Bass show. 5 points for each of the two of them, getting the scoring off today for this team. We're going to go to a quick announcement here. Want to start with an announcement for all of our DeMatha parents to save the date. The DeMatha Parent Social is coming up on Saturday, January 31st. It'll be a great opportunity for parents to connect, socialize, and continue building our strong DeMatha community. More details will be shared soon, so be sure to keep an eye on Antler Points for updates. But mark your calendars, January 31st. We look forward to seeing you there. Jaden Schultz able to get to his feet and got a round of applause. Stags will bring in Jaden Smothers for him here.
Yeah, not looking good. Carried off by two people. Left ankle kind of dragging behind. I'm not saying it is the ankle, but that left leg definitely was a factor. Couldn't put any weight on it. So
we do get back to play here. Devonish gives it off to Mills, who got it right back to Devonish. Now Jake Barr drives in. Donovan Wright tried to take the charge, did not get the call, and Jaden Mills knocks in the three.
Wide open three there. Good job by Ireton on the offense.
Meeks able to get that out of the double team to a Bass. Now he's in a bit of trouble working against Elijah Simpkins. Barr came in to try and swipe it away, and the official's there to say he was out on Ireton to mat the ball on the baseline.
Kind of got stuck with the ball on one side of the floor. Plenty of help there as Danny tried his one-on-one move. He ended up going against two players.
Meeks needs to get that inbound. He does to Danny Abbas.
10
and we got
the shot
clock. Here's Meeks for three, and he's got it, tying the game right back up. And now we're going to get, it looks like a timeout on the floor. I think this is a DeMatha timeout. It is.
Yeah. Not sure what went on there. DeMatha with the good possession. Ace Meeks gets the knockdown to three. But Coach Jones seems to be upset with the two post players. We'll see what's going on. Jared Jeffries and Danny Bass seem to be catching most of Coach Jones's attention.
So just a 30-second timeout here. An 8-8 game, just over 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. This is our first night that we are fully staffed here on DM Stags TV. In fact, we were staffed for the freshman and JV games. You were able to hear, you had commentary for both games earlier on today. And DeMatha looking to sweep the triple header here. And that pass to Jaden Smothers, bounces it off his foot and out of bounds.
Jared Jeffers with the good hands, was able to make the steal, kick ahead. Just not sure what to do. It maybe got in a little bit too deep as the Stags were on the break.
Here is Mills. Jaden Mills under the basket, puts it up. That's rebounded by Abbas. Abbas gives it off to Meeks, who passes it way ahead to Jared Jeffers, who blows the layup. Just too much of an angle on that. And now on the other side, we're going to get another three. Evan Brown, no good. Meeks bring it into the lane. Tough angle there, couldn't get to fall, and we're back going the other way. Devonish gives it off to Barr, who finds Simpkins in the corner. Simpkins going to drive in. He gives it off. Blocked by Jared Jeffers. He draws a double team, and we're going to get a foul. Our first foul of the evening. This one charged to Jaden Mills.
Jeffers effectively using his length on the defensive end. Great block there. He had the steal before. Getting Ireton to play at a quicker pace. He's becoming a factor around the rim.
So Jalen Ortiz into the game for the Stags. Takes the ball up court. He finds his man along the baseline, Jared Jeffers for two.
Nice job there. All right, good penetration, under control. Found a big guy heading towards the rim.
Devonish pops the three. No good. Rebound by Jeffers. He gets it out. He finds Jordan Stevens, who gives it back to Ortiz. Meeks thought about a long three. He's going to take a fadeaway three from the side. Way too short on that one. Rebounded to the Cardinals. Here comes Jake
Ooh,
Barr.
A little bit of contact there.
That's a little bit of contact between Barr and Stevens. No call, but no good on the shot, and the Stags have the ball back. Here's Ortiz. Wanted a screen from Stevens.
Coach Jones calling for a set play there.
And that one's stolen away by Devenish.
Just poor spacing there by the Stags.
Good defense by Meeks, slows it down. Devenish going to reset. Gets it underneath the basket. This is Evan Brown working against a double team, no good. Nice defense by Jaden Smothers. And now here comes Ace Meeks. Tough spin move. And then he gets tied up, and Evan Brown is going to be called for the foul, the second team foul against Ireton here in the first quarter, and Meeks will shoot 2.
Meeks, sometimes you can see the determination in his face as he crosses half court that he's made up his mind. He's going to create something, get in the lane, draw some contact, get it up on the backboard.
It's a very compact, quick spin move there, but kept it under control. Really nice play there by Meeks. He makes the first free throw. One more coming. As
Stags making some subs. The sophomore guards come in.
Yep, Major Jones and Issa Camp into the game. Meeks, 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. He's got 5 points.
Stags a little 2-2-1. Three-quarter court, some pressure. Here comes the trap.
Stevens takes that one away from Jake Barr. Here's Issa Camp who gets it to Meeks.
Nice
Meeks has
job.
7 points. But on the other end, DeMatha not ready in transition. And that is Silas Devenish who takes advantage for 2 of his own. And just like that, back to a 4-point game. And we're going to get another timeout by the Stags. Or no, this is an Ireton timeout.
A great job by the Stags in terms of defense. They create the steal at half court like they're supposed to. They were patient on that. Good throw ahead for the layup, but poor floor balance, right? The last guy's got to hold up. We don't need 5 guys on the fast break. Just hold up at half court. Nobody gets by you. So we get a layup, they get a layup. Stags, as we say, Sunday's game's not going to happen. We've got a home game Tuesday against McNamara. If you believe the weather forecast,
There's a
Mike
chance
Thomas,
that
Channel 5
could
News, probably not going to happen. And then we have a home game scheduled for Friday. Hopefully we'd be able to get back in after that against St. John's.
Yep. Very busy schedule at the end of January into early February, but there are a few open dates that games can be rescheduled for. I believe they already have a date in mind for the PVI game. I don't think they've announced it officially yet.
I think it's going to be February 4th, and we have a game on the 5th. So, yeah, everybody's going to be in a compact schedule. Everybody's going to have the same issue.
Yep.
Because I don't think anybody's going to play for a while.
Major Jones able to get that to Stevens, who had a little trouble handling it, but did recover. And now
10
back
on
to
the
Meeks.
shot clock.
Meeks out to Issa Camp. Camp for 3.
2 guards hooking up there. A little power penetration by Ace Meek. The kick out. Issa stepping in for the 3.
Now Evan Brown gets it out to Devenish, who finds a man in the corner, and that one swatted out of bounds by Jared Jeffers. Wyatt Klein was the Cardinal taking that shot. It will be Cardinals ball on the sideline.
Well, the first thing is Jared's got the big wingspan, but the most important thing is he uses it, right? He was underneath the rim when the pass was made. He got out, he contested. Even if he doesn't block it, that's a tough shot to make over that target.
And we're going to get a timeout here by Silas Devenish.
Devenish, I believe, is a St. Jerome's kid. And if I remember correctly, back a few years ago, many years ago, there was some good play, at least one good player from High Point High School. Back when they were good, Ernie Welch was coach, named Devenish. I'm guessing a relationship there, but I'm not sure.
So it's a 30-second timeout here for Ireton. Devenish was in a little trouble in the corner.
Yeah, Stags did a nice job. They were trapped up near half court. He took the back dribble, got even closer to half court, was forced to burn the timeout.
It's been a clean game here so far. We're just 93 ticks away from the end of the first quarter, and only 2 fouls called in the game, both of them on Ireton here in the first quarter.
Well, it's our gym. That's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Ace Meeks, the game high 7 points so far. A couple other guys with 5. Elijah Simpkins for Ireton, as well as Danny Abbas for DeMatha, who is back on the floor for the Stags. This one out of bounds off Evan Brown. It'll be Stags ball.
Getting that soft trap coming up, make the dribble, pick up his dribble, ball in the air. We're covering some ground on the back line.
Camp will take this ball up court, gives it off to Major Jones. Jones gives it to Meeks. Ace will fadeaway pass to Stevens. He's going to go up strong with it, but that is rebounded by Klein. Devenish drawing a soft double team, and now a lot of double teaming going on by the Stags. Devenish in trouble, and it looks like he called in. No, this is going to be a foul on, I think, they got Camp. They got Issa Camp for that one.
Same thing. We've had some good traps around half court. We got a little greedy there. All right, he picked up his dribble. He was no threat. Keep him in there. Let the steal come on the pass. Don't try to take it from the ball handler.
So DeMatha will back off the pressure here. Camp one-on-one against Devenish. Bass committed a little too hard to that, and the open three by Elijah Simpkins. That's his second three-pointer of the evening. Meeks gives it off to Stevens, who finds Jones. Jones going to drive in, take the shot himself. Abbas went in to try to clean it up, couldn't get it, and now he's in a bit of trouble and goes up strong with it and draws the foul. Evan Brown will send him to the line.
Great hustle by Abbas for him to get the rebound, and I thought he did a nice job of gathering himself. He didn't try and force it up there too quick, got his legs underneath him. Danny's a big, strong guy. Use that, either make the bucket or go to the foul line.
First free throw good by Abbas. That was the second personal foul against Evan Brown, so he's going to take a seat. And Danny's second shot is on its way. No good on the second attempt. 23 seconds left in the quarter, so the shot clock is off for Ireton.
Sags get right into their delay press.
That ball bounces around. It is taken by Jaden Mills, and he's going to be called for the charge. That's going to be his second foul now.
Nice job by Jordan Seaton, standing in there, taking one for the team.
And now with 10.7 left, DeMatha can take the last shot of the quarter. They've got a 5-point lead.
What do you think is going to happen here, Corey?
Oh, I think Meeks is going to take it.
I think everybody in the league knows that.
And
he gives it up.
He does. And it's going to be Major Jones for three instead.
That may have hit the ceiling.
Devenish with the last second shot from just inside half court goes no good off the front of the rim. But Major Jones joins the scoring barrage for the Stags, and it is a 21-13 game at the end of the first quarter.
Great job by Meeks. We thought he was going to take the shot, and Ireton had the same thought. So they kind of ran some people at him. He gave it up for the good shooter in the corner. That thing came down with rain. So Stags, pretty good first quarter, 21-13. We got to find Simpkins out there. I hate to say that, but we can't let the Simpkins guy score.
Yep, Simpkins with a game-high 8 points through that first quarter. Trailing him are Ace Meeks with 7 and Danny Abbas with 6 on the DeMatha side, but it's a 21-13 Stags lead after the first quarter.
When Dwayne Simpkins was announced as the head basketball coach at American University, I went to the press conference, and Elijah was there. He was an 8th grader. I tried to talk him into coming. I wasn't real successful. If I had done a better job, right, his 8 points, it's a blowout at that point.
Yeah. That point is 29-5. I think I did that math right.
Yeah. Well, Dwayne, just a great guy, a class guy, represents himself, the family, and DeMatha very well. I love watching his games. I also love watching his press conference after. They always give him the mic, and he just comes across. There's so many things where you can see the impact of Morgan Wooten in his life.
So Ireton will start us off here in the second quarter.
Stags man-to-man.
Devenish gives this one off to Mills. Klein going to find Barr, who gives it back to Simpkins. And Elijah Simpkins with his third triple of the night. He's up to 11.
I should have tried harder.
Meeks gives this one up to Abbas. Abbas working on Klein. He gets some space, and Abbas all the way to the rim.
Nice little drive there. Used his upper body strength to get around. Calmly put it off the glass. He's bigger and stronger than most guys he's going to play against. Learn how to use it.
Klein back out to Devenish. He takes the three over the outstretched arm of Jared Jeffers. No good, but then Danny Abbas has it stolen away by Jake Barr, who's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice play by Barr. Stole the ball, a little reversal to the other side, away from the shot blocker.
And on the other side, Meeks was trying to find Jeffers for the alley-oop. It was stolen away, and now Jeffers hits the deck. And he needs a quick second to retie his shoes. And Meeks will get his first breather of the night. Major Jones back into the game. Jones with a big three at the end of the first quarter.
Stags again with that 2-2-1.
Ireton able to get it up court. Here's Barr looking for some help. He finds Simpkins. Elijah Simpkins working against Donovan Wright. He's going to pass it outside. Tough move there, no good. Evan Brown trying to get it to the rim. Good defense by the Stags, and we're heading the other way. Jones driving against a much taller Evan Brown. Does a good job to get it out to Ortiz. High release, no good. And Brown has the rebound. He gives it up to Simpkins. And then Jake Barr traveled with the ball on the pass, and it'll go the other way.
Got a little excited on the throw ahead. Wanted to make things happen before he actually had the ball.
A 5-point Stags lead, almost 2 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Ireton a little 2-3 zone now.
Jalen
Stags need a
Ortiz.
little bit of movement.
Ortiz finds a passing lane to get it inside of Jared Jeffers, and a nice turnaround pop a shot by Jeffers.
Uses a little head and shoulders to create some space there. A little leverage. Knocked in a little fadeaway.
Double team in the corner, able to get it out to Mills. Tight guarding by Ortiz on Simpkins, and Jake Barr now guarded tightly by Jeffers. Barr able to get a little bit of space. Jeffers couldn't swat it away, and a nice layup by Jake Barr.
A little bit too aggressive. He's given up some inches. He tried to pressure too much. He was able to turn the corner, get to the backboard. He's got the length. Back off a little bit.
Ortiz right back to Jones. He puts it up for Danny Abbas. Had to contort his body, and then Jeffers got the rebound. That's out of bounds. Off Jeffers, Ireton ball.
No need to take that dribble there. He's in the paint. He's bigger than everybody out there. Keep the ball high, put it up on the backboard.
The junior guard, Logan Higginbotham, checking in for Ireton, while on the DeMatha side, Meeks back into the game along with Jonathan Farley. That pass by Simpkins, a little wide for Evan Brown, out of bounds. DeMatha ball, one of the few mistakes we've seen from Elijah Simpkins so far tonight. He's played excellent. He's got 11 points. That one just a little errant. Here's Jones. Wright back to Jones, on to Meeks, and back to Wright. He's going to take the three, and Donovan Wright.
Nice job. We got the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Shooter stepping into a shot.
Here comes Mills driving in against Farley, gets the high bounce off the rim and into the net.
Got the friendly roll on that one, but good penetration. Got in there for a little tweener shot. Ireton goes back man to man.
Meeks got a little bit of space. That one no good, but he does draw the foul. Once again, pretty clean game. That's the first foul of the second quarter. This one against Logan Higginbotham.
That was a senior play there where Ace Meeks just said, listen, we got to create something here. I'm going to take my man in the lane, look for the contact. I'm either going to knock it down or get to the line.
Good on the first.
Jaden Schultz is back on the bench, but he's sitting down the far end of the bench. And to me, that says he might be done for the night.
Meeks a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line so far tonight. He's up to 9 points. Elijah Simpkins sidesteps, and another three-pointer, his 4th of the game.
If I'm on DeMatha's sideline, I got to figure out, hey, we got to guard this guy, number 1.
Good pass by Major Jones to Jared Jeffers, and the contact, a second foul just like that for Logan. No, this one is going to go against Evan Brown, so that's his 3rd personal, and Jeffers will go to the line.
Nice penetration by Jones, under control. Good catch by Jared, kind of in stride, went up strong, drew the contact. He gets to the line for 2.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw is good. So Jeffers has 5 points now tonight. That one almost stolen away by Donovan Wright. Somehow managed to find its way to Jaden Mills. And Logan Higginbotham driving in. Foul called, and they're going to get Donovan Wright. Higginbotham will go to the line for 2.
A little late and way underneath the rim, although technically there isn't the circle that there is in college basketball in the pros, but you're not going to get that call.
Higginbotham good on his first free throw. Stags get some subs. Ortiz and Camp back on the floor. And we're back down to a 4-point game. A perfect 2 for 2 on that trip to the line for Logan Higginbotham. Farley inbounds to Ortiz.
Ireton, a little full court man-to-man.
Working against Simpkins. Meeks comes free, guarded closely by Devenish. He's going to give it to Camp. Higginbotham right on him. And we'll see the call here. Looks like they called a foul on Higginbotham.
2 shots will go to the line. One ref had the out-of-bounds call, the baseline ref. The ref on the far side there, he had the foul.
So Higginbotham's second personal since Camp to the line. He makes the first. Danny Abbas back on the floor for the Stags along with Jordan Stevens as Issa Camp ready for his second free throw. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good looking stroke there. Stags will come with their, actually like a 1-2-2 now. A little bit different.
Higginbotham outside. Elijah Simpkins looking for number 5, and he's got it.
I think we need to know where number 1 is.
Quick slam for Danny Abbas on the other
I know
end.
we're in the zone, but when one comes to your side of the floor, you got to tag him. Yeah, he's got half their points.
Yep, more than half their points. He's up to 17 tonight, including 5 3-pointers.
Devin has got that low center of gravity, pretty powerful, loves to create the contact in there.
So that foul on the floor, charged to Jalen Ortiz for the Stags. That's their second team foul. And here's Devenish to Simpkins. He's guarded by Meeks. Meeks driving in with him. Forced a tough shot, no good as he was fading toward the sideline, but then stolen away from Meeks. This is Devenish. He's going to pop the 3. Devenish no good. Long rebound gathered by Jake Barr. And now here's Simpkins. No good that time.
He's getting tired.
Bounce pass, a little double bounce pass to Issa Camp. No good, but tipped in by Danny Abbas.
One-handed tip because the other hand he was holding off the guy trying to box him out.
Devenish, Ortiz right on him. And a good layup there. Silas Devenish.
He's so good with his body. I think you got to back off a little bit, contain him. He wants the contact. He's going to use it against you.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Ortiz for three in the corner.
Great job by the Stags. Easy pass to the high post. Danny Bass found the open shooter in the corner and knocked it down. That's just good basketball.
And we're going to get a full timeout here for the Cardinals with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 40-32 Stags lead. Attention DeMatha students and families. The Student Government Association is hosting a raffle fundraiser, and the prizes are big. The grand prize includes 4 box tickets to a 2026 Baltimore Ravens game valued at over $4,000. The second prize is 4 box tickets to a 2026 University of Maryland Terrapins football game valued at approximately $2,500. Tickets are available now. $10 will get you 1, $40 will get you 5, and $70 will get you 10 tickets for the raffle. To purchase a ticket, see any member of DeMatha Student Government Association. The drawing will take place on Friday, February 13th, and all proceeds go directly to the SGA supporting student activities here at DeMatha. For somebody, it will be a very lucky Friday the 13th. Don't miss your chance to win big while supporting your school.
So I had Dwayne Simpkins in class for geometry, and I had his son Darian, who's a DeMatha grad. He's probably a senior at Morgan State, maybe, possibly a junior. But I used to kid Dwayne that Darian was a much better geometry student than he was. So now I'm watching Elijah shoot the ball. Guess what I'm going to say to Dwayne next?
I think I can guess. Logan Higginbotham gives this one right back to Devenish.
Higginbotham, who has a brother who plays at Gonzaga, who's a freshman, a pretty good player.
Yep. Ireton down 8. Driving along the baseline is Jake Barr, and he's got a wide open man for 3, and that is Wyatt Klein.
Nice penetration into the lane, drew the help, kick out to a man stepping in.
Danny Abbas gives this one to Ortiz, who finds Camp, and now Meeks trying to come around, but he's got a double team. Nice save there by Ortiz, putting it across court to Camp. He's going to take the 3, and Camp has a 3 from the other corner.
Nice skip pass, saw the opening. Issa Camp stepping into it. It's such a difference when you can step into your 3.
And it's such a difference when you have so many guys capable of making those shots. It spreads the floor, and at some point they're not going to be able to put as much focus on Ace. Here's Higginbotham for 3, no good. That one corralled by Jordan Stevens off the ricochet from Ortiz. Meeks going to take a 3 of his own, and Meeks right back in it.
That was pretty deep. That was pretty cute. That's the one you let your senior have, right? He gets to make that decision, knocks it down.
That's a tough one, too. He turns his body 90 degrees from the basket, ready to pass the ball, and instead turns back. I don't know how you make that shot. This one tipped away by Meeks, saved by Devenish. Under 10 on the shot clock, and under 15 on the game clock. That one off the rim and corralled by Camp, and then over the back comes Jaden Mills. This is going to be his 3rd personal foul, the 4th team foul against Ireton with 9 seconds to go. DeMatha's got to go to full court, but they can get the last shot here.
Plenty of time, and again, we know Ace is going to try and create. At the end of the first quarter, made a great decision. In the corner, Major Jones for 3. They're double teaming him.
Here comes Meeks driving up. He's going to take it all the way himself, and he gets to the rim. Meeks for 2, and no time on the clock. Would not have counted if it had gone, but Meeks, he's got 14 now in the game, just 3 behind Elijah Simpkins, who has a game-high 17 at the end of the first half, but it is a 13-point Stags lead as we head into the break.
Well, if you're Coach Jones, you got to love the way they closed out the half. We're back and forth, 5 points, 7 points, whatever, and then we finish on a little bit of a spurt. So now we got a nice working margin. Certainly, you're going to go to halftime. We're going to go over the other team's roster again. Who can shoot the three? Who's going to guard him? And if you have that responsibility, maybe don't help as much.
We'll take a break here, folks. We'll be back in a little less than 10 minutes for the second half here at DeMatha.
The sun never sets at DeMatha Catholic High School. DeMatha graduates serve with distinction in every area of life and on every continent. Wherever you may travel on this planet, if you are wearing DeMatha apparel, you will be asked if you're from that famed high school in Maryland. The 6 pillars of DeMatha are faith, community, service, academics, arts, and athletics. The school is one of the most diverse in the country, and its 10,000 graduates have gone on to excel in a wide array of disciplines. DeMatha students know how to cooperate and compete in an ever-changing world. Its graduates are not just prepared for college, but for life, with an education both timely and timeless. There is no other place like it. I should know. I'm James Brown, class of 1969, 1 DeMatha.
are back with second half action here on the campus of DeMatha Catholic High School in the Morgan and Kathy Wooten Gymnasium. The Stags with a 13-point lead over the visiting Cardinals from Bishop Ireton, led by 8 at the end of the first quarter. Add another 5 to that lead in the second quarter. Ace Meeks leading the Stags in scoring with 14, but Elijah Simpkins has had an outstanding game for Ireton with 17 points, including 5 made three-pointers, 3 of them in that second quarter. Coach, what have you seen so far?
Well, we're kind of at the crossroads here. Stags with a nice finish, stretch it out to 13. So, if you're Ireton, can we get a couple buckets here, get it under 10? We're back in the game and back and forth. If we're Stags, if we can make some plays early, stretch that thing out, maybe it makes it really hard for Ireton to make that run.
Danny Abbas had a strong first half, 6 points in each of the opening quarters, and then East of Camp added 8 of his own, including 5 in that second quarter. 2 3-pointers made for East of Camp, as well as a couple for Ace Meeks in the first half. Here's a 3-point attempt by Danny Abbas, and he's got his second 3-pointer of the night.
When the big man tees it up from 3, if you're Ireton, you're happy up until it goes in the bottom of the net.
Double team here, Jeffers and Abbas on Brown. He gives it off to Devenish. Silas Devenish dribbling it back around, gives it into Brown. Again, drawing a soft double team that time, and then Jared Jeffers able to extend for that rebound.
Nice little box out there, secured the ball, got it to a guard.
Jalen Ortiz, guarded by Jake Barr. He's going to give it off to Donovan Wright. Wright guarded by Devenish. He gives it back to Ortiz, who finds Meeks. Meeks guarded by Simpkins. Meeks going to take it away from the screen. Now needs some help. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and that one poked away from Jared Jeffers by Jaden Mills. And it will be DeMatha ball, but just 5 on the shot clock.
Meeks had a dribble used there. Had the post play, tried to dribble it into Jeffers, but he didn't square his shoulders up, give him a good target.
Inbound to Jeffers. He's going to give it to Meeks. 1 second. Meeks had to put it up, and Meeks, an amazing shot.
That's just good coaching there. Good coaching. Man, tough shot. That was like a horse shot. Off the 1 foot going away.
The only time you can get away with taking that shot is in that situation, and Meeks made it count. Devenish for 3. Good job by Jeffers to close. May have influenced the shot. It's no good. And now on the other side, just a little strong on that attempt for the alley-oop to Jeffers. Meeks' pass goes awry. But then Danny Abbas with the rebound on Jake Barr's missed 3.
Jeffers run the floor well. He wants an alley-oop on every play. We thought, not a bad play. We'd like to see a higher conversion rate on that, though. This is where the Stags get stuck a little bit. All right, now we got it.
Right, gives it to Ortiz, who gets it to Meeks. Here's Jared Jeffers, who's going to come in to give a soft screen. He tries to roll, but nothing doing. Here's Ortiz. He's going to take a 3 of his own at the shot clock. No good. Mills gets it around his man to Barr, and Ortiz tried to save it for DeMatha, but his foot was on the baseline. It's going to be Ireton ball.
Great job. First of all, he got back on the break, contained the ball, was able to dig it out with his hands, and almost made the incredible save there.
Devenish having some trouble getting it in bounds, and he's going to toss it to his bench.
Great job by the Stags. No easy passes. Threw it to Dwayne Bryant, who's the coach for Ireton. Dwayne Bryant, you may know that name. Played for the Georgetown Hoyas between 86 and 90. Was a great player there. And then he was the head coach at Georgetown Prep for a number of years.
He was frustrated with something from a missed call, he believes there. That one is going to be a foul on the floor. So discount that bucket by Meeks.
Coach Jones was calling for the continuation, but he wasn't working it real hard. He was just like, yeah, give it to me, I'll take it. But, yeah, he knew it wasn't there.
So Devenish called for his first foul of the evening, first team foul of the quarter for Ireton. Meeks had some space, puts it up, no good. Long rebound to Ortiz. Wright thinks better of taking that 3 in the corner. And now another lob from Meeks, no good, trying to find Jeffers. Wrestled away by Bishop Ireton. The Cardinals running. Jake Barr got a little trapped with one of his teammates, but found Devenish, who finds Evan Brown. Gets the reverse layup off the glass.
Stags great hustle, but a little scrambled on defense there. Didn't guard the guy underneath the rim.
Brown's first points of the evening on a tough blind reverse layup. Jeffers cross-court pass to Wright, sets his feet, and he's got a three.
Good ball reversal there on the skip pass, stepping in. A little side spin on that one, but bottom of the net.
His second three of the evening. It's a 20-point Stags lead now with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Jaden Mills trying to work against Abbas, and we're going to get an off-ball foul charged to Donovan Wright. That'll be his second personal, first team foul. Danny Abbas will get a breather as Jordan Stevens returns to the game for the Stags. And it is Ireton ball on the baseline. Elijah Simpkins. He's got his sixth three of the night. This one over the outstretched arms of Jared Jeffers.
Probably the first time all night
that he was challenged on one of those.
Well, no, he didn't. Jared's been doing a great job of challenging me to shoot over. He's blocked a couple there. He just kind of went out, stayed on the ground, put a hand up. Make Elijah Simpkins put the ball on the floor.
On the other end, this is Evan Brown's fourth personal now as he sends Ace Meeks to the line to shoot a pair. And with 12 minutes to play, Evan Brown's going to have to sit for a little while, I think, here. Meeks good on the first free throw. And Meeks continues to stay right on Simpkins' tail. Simpkins had 20 points for the night. Meeks now with 19 after his third 2-for-2 trip to the line.
Stags again at a little three-quarter court press.
And an easy layup, nobody down there.
Jordan Stevens made the Cardinal sin, right? If you're going to come up, you got to get the ball because he's the last line of defense. He's the goalie. So you only come up when you know you can get a hand on the ball.
It was just a question of who was going to get the 2 points there for the Cardinals, and It was Wyatt Klein that time. Donovan Wright in the corner. That one tipped by Elijah Simpkins, but rebounded to the Stags. And now Ortiz no good for three. Another offensive rebound. This one, Jordan Stevens goes up. Wow. This one tipped away and taken by Klein.
Even for a football player, there was a lot of contact in there.
Elijah Simpkins.
Why not?
No good that time. Stevens with the rebound. There's Ortiz who gives it off to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Devonish. Abbas wants it. He gets it. He's going to take a three. And Abbas with his third made three-pointer of the night.
Sometimes that rim just seems so big. All right. Knocks it down. Very composed. Good stroke. Stags saying man-to-man.
A lot of trouble there taken away by Abbas. Mills couldn't hold on to it, and now Danny Abbas just a little weak on that floater. Came off the front of the rim, rebounded to Klein, and then the foul charged. I think they got Donovan right there. That's going to be his third personal.
Great job by Danny on the defensive end. Creates the turnover, but it was a one-on-two, which became a one-on-three. Eventually, he took it into the fourth guy. All right, you work hard for the ball. Let's keep it. Our offense is working. We're knocking down threes. Don't force the issue. But great job on defense.
So Wright takes a seat with his third foul. Meeks also going to take a breather as the Stags get a couple subs in. And there is Jaden Mills for three. He's got 8 points tonight, including a pair of three-pointers. Major Jones driving in. Lost the handle and his footing. But he did draw a foul, some contact, I think, to his face.
Took it a little deep there. Obviously, Major not the biggest of guys. That penetration, he's become really good at those little teardrop tweener shots. He's also had some great kickouts there. I think that's the way he should operate on that. He's really not going to get to the rim. Not with the trees in there.
Luke Sparrow getting his first action of the evening for Ireton. He was charged with that personal foul, the third team foul against Ireton, and then a missed shot, a little mid-range. And here comes Devenish driving in. He got the contact and the continuation, so count the bucket, and he'll go to the line for one more. Jalen Ortiz charged with his second team foul, third team foul against DeMatha here in the quarter with just under 2 minutes to play.
Yes, Devenish, lower center of gravity, very powerful. He wants you to get up and guard him. And the closer you are, the easier it's going to be for him to turn the corner. I'd give him more of a cushion, just contain, make him shoot over you.
A three-point play, the traditional way for Silas Devenish as Ace Meeks is checked back into the game for the Stags.
Suddenly an NBA game broke out there. A little post up from 45 feet.
DeMatha's led by as much as 20, that lead down to 14. Abbas able to get that one, finds a man in the corner. This is Jaden Smothers, takes a dribble, no good for three. And a long rebound by Meeks in the backcourt. He's going to take the three. He's got some space, no good off the front of the rim. And here's Devenish, 2-on-1, and an easy layup for Elijah Simpkins. Just the second made shot for him tonight that is not from beyond the arc.
Great look by the Stags. We had Ace Meeks on a wide open three, but there's no floor balance there. If Ace is going to take the shot, we can't expect him to take the shot and get back. Somebody else has got to rotate back. Anything but a layup.
So DeMatha will take a 30-second timeout here, and we'll take a moment to let you know that the Black Student Union is inviting you to unwind, create, and vibe at the BSU Sip and Paint on Thursday, February 13th from 6 to 9 p.m. And enjoy an evening of art, music, and community as you paint, sip, and connect with friends in a relaxed atmosphere. Whether you're an experienced artist or just looking to try something new, this is an event you don't want to miss. The BSU Sip and Paint, Friday, February 13th, 6 to 9 p.m. Come for the art, stay for the vibe. So DeMatha's lead down to 12 now, 62-50 with 1:12 to go in the third quarter. 3 fouls on each team.
Stags had stretched it out to 20 a couple times, but a couple bad possessions, a couple uncontested layups for the Cardinals, and now we got a game again.
So Meeks takes the inbound from Abbas. Meeks driving on Logan Higginbotham. That one in and out, rebounded by Jeffers. He is fouled on his way back up with it, and he will go to the line for two. This foul.
Nice job by Jeffers there. He knew the senior was going to take the shot, got in, got the rebound, kept it up high, all right, where the referee was able to see the foul.
That foul charged to Luke Sparrow, his second personal. Jeffers' first free throw is good. So Silas Devenish will check back in for Sparrow as Jeffers ready for his second free throw on this trip to the line. And the opposite of his first trip to the line, makes the first, misses the second. Devenish dribbles through a double team. Now he's guarded at the rim, and he's able to get it up over Jeffers. The other side, Donovan Wright brought it back down, guarded by Simpkins. He's going to get it to Meeks. Meeks guarded by Barr. He's going to hold the ball here for a moment. No 2-for-1 opportunity here for DeMatha as we are down to 10 seconds on the shot clock and under 30 to go in the quarter. That one tipped up by Jaden Smothers, but they're going to call him, I believe, for the over the back. That is the call.
Ireton, great position on the box out.
A good try by Smothers.
So possession. We got 23.5.
And Ireton, an opportunity to pull this game back down to single digits after the DeMatha lead had ballooned to 20 earlier this quarter.
Devenish again with a strong quarter, was been able to get to the rim. Now he's got the big guy on him.
Devenish pulls up the long two, no good, rebounded by Jeffers. DeMatha has a chance for one last shot. Meeks going to put it up from half court. Oh,
right there,
so
right
close, but no good. And it will stay an 11-point game as we head to the final quarter of play.
So we're back where we were at the end of the half in terms of 11-point lead. We like that, but we're not really comfortable with it. We make a couple plays and stretch it out, or desire to make a couple plays, and then we're going to have to go all the way down to the wire.
So as we head to the final quarter, right now, Elijah Simpkins, 22 points, Ace Meeks, 19. Danny Abbas has been very consistent. 6 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, 6 points in the third quarter, 18 points in total. And DeMatha right now with an 11-point lead. But that lead was 13 at the end of the half. So Ireton won the third quarter, and DeMatha's got their work cut out for him. One of the big things that changed in the third quarter was DeMatha had gotten quite a bit of production in the first half from some of their bench players, Major Jones, Issa Camp, Jalen Ortiz. I don't think Issa Camp got on the floor in the third quarter. The other two did, but none of them scored any points in that third quarter.
Well, we kind of went back to a little bit of power basketball where, those other guys are going to contribute when the ball goes from side to side and anybody can get the shot. But we're a little more maybe stagnant and maybe looking for our frontline players to deliver a little more.
So Camp is back on the floor for the Stags here to start the fourth quarter. And a tough move there by Jaden Mills. Got the kind roll, and he opens the fourth quarter scoring to take the Ireton deficit down to 9. Meeks gives it off to Wright, who gets it to Camp. He's guarded by Simpkins.
Oh,
nice
great
pass, but blocked at the rim by Barr. Devenish for 3. That one in, out, and back in for Devenish.
Well, we got our answer. Ireton makes a couple plays. Now we got a basketball game. 6 points coming up on 7 minutes.
Meeks driving in the lane. Tough layup attempt, no good. And on the other end, Logan Higginbotham, he gets the kind roll. Some tough shots here for Ireton. All of them hanging on the rim, but finding the bottom of the net. And it's a quick 7-0 run to open the fourth quarter to take this lead down to 4. Camp fouled by Higginbotham. And Camp is going to go to the line for 2. That's Higginbotham's third personal.
Well, we got lucky there. It's 13 on the shot clock. So in other words, we took all that dribbles. The ball never got out of the point guard's hand. So nobody else gets the chance to put any pressure on the defense.
Camp good on the first free throw.
Good looking stroke, spins it well. But if we're going to put some pressure on Ireton, we can't hold the ball for 17 seconds before we become a threat.
And Camp misses that one. Try to drive in for his own rebound, and there is a foul called on the floor. And it looks like it's going to be against Ireton, Jake Barr.
Camp knew his ball was short as they went in, and there was an attempt at the block out. So DeMatha will get the ball on the baseline. See if the Stags can cash in.
And now another foul. This one's going to go the other way. Jordan Stevens with the offensive off-ball foul. So just the first foul of the game for Stevens, first team foul, but you hate to give up a possession like that, especially in a game where Ireton is starting to make a move. Going up strong with it is Jaden Mills. He couldn't get it to fall, but he does draw the foul. A second quick personal foul against Jordan Stevens, and Mills will go to the line.
One of the problems with pressing is if you get the steal, great. If not, you're scrambling on defense, and that's what's happening. The turnovers that were in the first half now are completed passes, and they're getting numbers opportunities going to the basket. It's kind of almost a mini fast break as it's 3-on-2, it's 2-on-1, whatever it is.
Mills good on the first. And the DeMatha lead shrinking even more, down to 3 points now. Camp gives it to Jeffers. Right, back to Camp. Camp finds Meeks for three. He came open, and Meeks for three.
Sometimes it's pretty easy. We got the ball out of point guard's hand. We hit both sides of the floor. We got a good shooter coming off the screen.
Barr for three, no good. Too tall. Camp tried to poke it away, saved by Wright, but Logan Higginbotham has it behind the back. He's going to get it into the lane to Mills. That one blocked by Jeffers, and now ahead to Jordan Stevens, and he'll go up for the dunk.
Great job by Jeffers, acting as the goalie, kicks it out, Meeks with the throw ahead to Jordan Stevens. Easy buckets. See if we get another stop down this end. Ace Meeks on Devenish here. Again, you don't want to get too tight.
Got a screen there. Devenish had a little space. One up for three, no good. Same team. Donovan Wright pulls it down. Wright to the opposite corner. That one poked away by Simpkins. It's going to be DeMatha ball right in front of their bench. Meeks' three a moment ago tied Simpkins for the game high with 22 points. It's an 8-point Stags lead. 2 fouls on each team with 5:23 to go in regulation. This is Wyatt Klein checking back in for Ireton, number 22 in yellow on your screen. Wright is going to handle the inbound duties for DeMatha in front of their bench. He'll get it into Meeks. Danny Abbas working on Klein. Little tight there. Here comes Meeks driving in the lane, just tosses it up. Abbas couldn't tip it in, and it's going to be out of bounds on the Cardinals. Stags ball.
Good effort by Abbas, but you don't want to say, let's grab it with two hands. Again, he's big and strong, catch it. The worst you're going to get is 2 foul shots, maybe an N1, maybe an easy bucket. Control the ball.
Right, getting it to Abbas. Went up, strong off the backboard, no good. It rolled right off the rim.
Good inbound play by the Stag, little back screen there. Abbas not able to cash in, though.
On the other end, Mills a little strong on that layup. Went wide, and the Stags heading back the other way. Camp gives it back to Meeks. DeMatha's going to slow it down here, run a set play. Gets the double team. Abbas had an open man. He decides to drive into the lane, and Abbas finishes at the rim and draws the foul on Mills.
Ireton with the all-out double team on Meeks for obvious reason. Pass to the high post. Abbas uncomposed, nice and slow, down the lane again. He's big and strong, put it off the backboard, gets a chance for the three-point play.
Mills joins Evan Brown with his 4th personal foul of the game. Brown has not re-entered the game since he got that 4th foul in the 3rd quarter. Abbas no good on that free throw. He struggled a bit at the line this year. Klein in the corner, guarded by Camp, who pokes that one away out of bounds. It'll stay with Ireton. It's a 10-point Stags lead, almost halfway through this 4th quarter. And Devenish will inbound to Higginbotham. Simpkins. Fairly quiet 3rd quarter for him, just 5 points. That one poked away, nice job by Camp. Meeks comes up with it, and he's going to take his time advancing the ball up the court.
Stags with a couple good defensive series in a row here.
We'll crossover, nice layup at the rim against Devenish. And Devenish came down awkwardly, may have twisted his ankle. He goes to the floor, and he'll get some attention from the trainers.
Stags up 12, just under 4 minutes to go. Actually looking like it might be a cramp.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Ricky's
Looks like
down
they're
there
trying
just
to
checking
stretch
on
a
his
little bit.
checking on his calf, it looks like. Attention DeMatha students, join the DeMatha SGA and our sister school, Elizabeth Seton, for an open ice skate tomorrow, Friday, January 23rd from 3:20 to 5:20 at the Gardens Ice House in Laurel. This event is for DeMatha and Seton students only. Entry and skate rental are free. Just be sure to bring your student ID. You can bring extra money if you'd like snacks from the concession stand. Don't miss out. Hope to see you on the ice.
I was going to go, but if snacks are not included, it's just not worth it. You know.
So Devonish to his feet, limping, and yeah, looks more like it could be a cramp. We'll see. He's and he's back on the floor.
They were walking him off, and then they just left him, and he fell down. Finally, all right, so now the coach is over there and the teammates there. Then we need to laugh, but the guy was injured. Come back to the bench.
I guess he thought that he was okay to walk. I don't know. Ricky's got to stick out there to try and massage that calf out, I guess. But let them attend to their player as DeMatha figures out what they want to do here. It's a 12-point Stags lead. Under 4 minutes now to play in the fourth quarter.
I mean, the hard part with those cramps, I used to get them back when I was young and active, but once you get them, that's it. They ain't going away.
No, it's not. Some upcoming broadcasts for you. Obviously, some of these are tentative. We'll see what happens with this winter weather we're expecting this weekend. DeMatha was scheduled to host Paul VI this Sunday. That's very unlikely to happen at this point.
I think it's officially been moved.
It's okay. All right. And then Tuesday's game against McNamara, that one is doubtful. There's a good chance that one will also have to be pushed, but we'll see what happens there. Next Friday, hopefully, will be good to have St. John's right here on DM Stags TV. We're looking forward to that one. Busy end of the month and into February for the DeMatha Stags and our crew on DM Stags TV.
Well, it's going to be even busier because when we figure out, assuming we lose Sunday and Tuesday, we're going to have to shuffle those games in.
Yep.
So we're going to have an NBA-type schedule there.
Yep, and nothing that we have not experienced before. We've seen it before. We've had those stretches where we're playing, 5 games in 6 or 7 days. These are young guys. They can handle it. You've talked about that
I
in the
might
past.
need some load management, though. All right, Stags. Looks like a little 1-2-2.
Yep, Higginbotham
now in the
gave it off.
2-3. Oh, no, now man-to-man.
Working it around the outside. Higginbotham driving in. That one poked away. Donovan Wright came up with it, passes it ahead to Jeffers, and the Stags will slow it down.
Nice job by Jeffers. Could have forced the issue. We got the clock on our side. Let's keep it.
Meeks drives in against Simpkins, got the help defense, and he had to put it a little higher than he was ready for. No good. And that pass by Simpkins, he was looking for Klein. Klein not ready for it, and it goes out of bounds. Stags ball.
Yeah, we're at that stage now. 3:20. We're up 12, so the game's not over, but the clock is our friend. So if we can just come down and take 20, 25 seconds, obviously we'd like to score, but there's only so many possessions left in the game.
Simpkins on Meeks. Meeks gives it off to Wright, who puts it inside to Abbas. He's going to go in along the baseline. He found Camp for 3. Camp a little strong with that one, but Donovan Wright came down with it too strong on the putback attempt. And that one is lost out of bounds off Ireton. It'll stay with the Stags. 20 seconds on the shot clock, under 3 to play.
Great possession by the Stags. We just didn't score, but fed it into the post. Nice little kick out. He's just stepping in with offensive rebound. Rattles in and out. We still get the ball on the baseline. 20 seconds to go. We should be able to get a good one.
Meeks takes the pass. No good.
Ooh.
And that one's going to be off Wright's foot. He wanted a call. I'm not sure what call he was hoping for. I think their legs just got tangled up a bit. It was clearly off of him. And it's going to be Ireton ball.
Devonish back in the game. See if he's able to hold up.
And he's going to give this one up to Barr. Jake Barr driving in against Meeks. Barr puts it up off the back iron. No good, but rebounded by Mills. And then the assist to Jake Barr.
That's what the Cardinals needed, right? Little bucket there, quick timeout. You got 10 points, 2:27 to go.
And Ireton calls their fourth timeout of the game. It's a full timeout, and we're going to take this moment to thank our broadcast staff for the evening. Our video engineer is Jake McCauley. Our scoreboard operators tonight have been Eli Carmona and Israel Nateson. We've also got several camera operators tonight: Larry Barrow, Julian Grandison, Omar Kareem, and Jerome Williams was handling the court cam during the pregame. Producer is David Paget. Of course, we've got Jordan Gill, class of 15, our faculty moderator, overseeing all of everything that we're doing here tonight. I'm Cory Puffett with Neal Murphy. We've got under 2.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 10-point Stags lead off after that two-pointer by Jake Barr. What does the Stags need to do down
well,
the stretch
big thing
here?
we're talking about, the game situation, what we want to run on offense. Certainly we'd like to use a little bit of clock here, but also talking about the foul situation. All right, 2 fouls on the Stags, 3 fouls on Ireton. Ireton's going to look to be aggressive here because eventually they're going to want us to shoot. And how many timeouts we have left, because we're in trouble, certainly with DeMatha. If Ireton's going to be aggressive and trap the ball, we can burn a timeout here.
Couple of guys in foul trouble for Ireton right now. We've got Evan Brown and Jaden Mills, each with 4 personals. Logan Higginbotham's got 3. On the DeMatha side, Donovan Wright has 3. Nobody else has more than 2. So the Stags are in good shape there. DeMatha ball on the baseline. That one tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with DeMatha. Meeks will inbound again.
We got a little lucky there. East of Camp, he was open, but he didn't keep coming towards the ball. Ireton maybe a little more aggressive. That's a better receiver.
And now he's going to draw the double team. Devenish and Barr were on him. Wright going to push that ahead to Abbas. Thinks better of the entry pass to Jeffers, and the Stags will slow it down. Meeks with the ball, one-on-one. Higginbotham came in to try to help, but Meeks put a little English on that one.
Nice long step at the end. Not quite the Euro, but certainly that effect got all the way to the backboard. Big bucket for the Stags.
7 points for Meeks in the quarter, 26 in the game. Donovan Wright tipped that one out of bounds. It'll stay with Ireton with 2:04 to go.
DeMatha again, only 2 fouls, so you'd look at it as we got 2 fouls to give if we're in trouble. Don't want to be too aggressive here. We're up here a little face guarding because we don't want a fast break here. We don't want Ireton to score in 8 seconds. Wright tries to steal one there.
Inbound to Simpkins. DeMatha has slowed him down in the second half. Just 5 points in the third quarter. None so far here in the fourth.
Oh,
that
great
one
block by
away.
Jeffers.
And another block by Jeffers. He couldn't quite rebound it, but Donovan Wright was there for it. And now Meeks for 3. Meeks.
Big bucket by Meeks, but you give Jared Jeffers a gold star. The effort and then the second effort.
10 points in the quarter for Meeks as he has helped DeMatha withstand a barrage by Ireton that got the lead down to as little as 3, but it's now back to a 15-point game, and Devenish back on the floor. That's going to be Meeks' first personal foul of the game, 3rd team foul against DeMatha. Devenish back up, but again, looking a little uncomfortable. And we're going to try and get a towel down there to wipe up the floor under the basket. There was no shot attempt on that, so Ireton is going to have the ball on the baseline. But there is a shot clock reset to 20 seconds. Higginbotham will handle the inbound responsibilities for the Cardinals here. 1:27 on the clock.
Stags a little confused on their matchups there.
Quick shot by Simpkins. That one up and out. Abbas pushes it up to Meeks, and Meeks is able to force that one into the rim.
Nice little finish. Great outlet pass. Stags are on the break. A little 2-on-1. Senior finishes it off.
Meeks has 31 now on the night. Mills for 3. No good. Rebound to Abbas. Gives it to Wright.
Stags shouldn't be in a rush now.
Meeks tried the lob. At least that was a completed pass. Jeffers couldn't complete the process of the play, but Abbas there to clean it up.
Nice little tip. Stags should be in good shape now.
Rebound there to Meeks, And with 40 seconds left, only less than 15 seconds separating the shot and game clock, this game seems to be over. Camp puts it up for Jeffers. There was a whistle. I don't think that the shot is going to count.
No, I think they got the foul. Camp getting fouled.
Yep.
Should be Staggs' ball on the baseline as he passed it off.
Could they make the argument he was putting it up near the rim? It was a shot.
Let's not get greedy.
No. So that was the 5th foul against Jaden Mills. He has fouled out of this game. DeMatha ball on the baseline. Meeks will handle the inbound. 32.7 on the game clock. He puts it up for Jeffers, and Jeffers will finish that play. And now the shot clock is off. Ireton gets it up. Simpkins passes it off. And that 3, good by Wyatt Klein. He's got 8 on the night.
Shot clock is off.
Yep, DeMatha just.
Camp will walk it up.
Yep.
So
And that is
Staggs
going to
weathered
do
the
it.
storm. Right, they get up to 20, cut it back. I think they cut it to 3 or to 2. And then Staggs on the defensive end got it going, and then the senior was able to catch them in, ring some numbers up there.
Yep, an 18-point win is the way it finishes. A game that was much closer than that score would suggest, but a great win for the Stags nonetheless. As we head into a few days off, unscheduled initially, but the weather has something else to say about that one. Any final thoughts here tonight?
No, workmanlike effort. We got it done. I love the contributions from the players who maybe don't get that much time or fill up the stat board, but it was the big guys that finished it down the end. Our senior and the 2 post players had an excellent game, but I love to see some of the younger guys contribute there. We're going to need them because they're going to throw the kitchen sink at Ace as we get into the middle of league plays here, and some of these other guys are going to have to step up. So it was great to see in the first half. We can build on that.
Ace Meeks leads the way with 31 points. Danny Abbas at 22. Elijah Simpkins, son of DeMatha legend Dwayne Simpkins, had 22 on the other side. But it is an 84-66 DeMatha win here tonight against Bishop Ireton. Thank you so much for joining us. For everybody here at DM Stags TV, I'm Cory Puffett with Neal Murphy, and we'll see you next time.